I think about acupuncture and I think like they put the needles in and you have this period of zen that you're supposed to lie and let it happen. So is it the same with animals and you have that period where the needles sit in them and somehow you're supposed to keep them calm?
Yeah, but 90% of them, you put the needles in and they fall asleep.
Really?
Yeah, they fall asleep. And so the first time I ever had acupuncture done on one of my animals was before I learned it. We had a pony who had something called moon blindness where they periodically go blind. They get an inflammation in their eyes. And so the pony had gone blind that morning. This is one of my daughter's show ponies. So I called a friend who did equine acupuncture and I said, I know you're an hour away. Can you please come down and do my pony? I'll pay you whatever you need. You need lunch. What is it I got to do to get you to come work on this pony? And so she did. And she came in my barn and we had the pony tied in the barn and she couldn't see anything. And she put the needles in and the pony fell sound asleep. Like her head was hanging so low. She was literally like hanging on her lead lines. And I said, well, what now? And she said, we're just going to stand here and wait. We'll chat. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. And about 15 minutes later, all of a sudden the pony's head popped up and her eyes blinked open and she went and did a full body shake and needles flew all over the barn. And I went, that's cool. She said, yeah, they all do that. Whoa. Okay. So, the Zen period was over.
Yeah.
And, so in practice, we tend to set a timer, but with horses, I never did. It was like, they'll tell me.
Yeah.
And actually the other animals will too, but we tend to be on our own schedule. So we're like, I'm setting a timer for 10 minutes.
Right.
So I said, well, that was really cool. Now what? She said, I'm done. And so I went to lead the pony out of the barn, and coming right out of the barn, there were a couple of puddles. And I'm leading the pony, not really telling her where to go. The pony gets to the puddle and walks around it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she can see. So we went from blind. 15 minutes later, the pony can now see because she had acupuncture needles in her. And for me, that was one of those life-changing moments. I was like, okay, I am going to school. I am learning this. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And literally, with my chiropractic and my acupuncture, we saw those miracles all the time.